Good morning. This is Norma Cowie, Metaphysical Talk on Auras, take 2. It froze around 5.5 minutes, I think, this morning. So I'm coming back on. I will delete the other one. But I'm coming back on just to explain a little bit more. I was hoping with people that come in and watch that by putting in their name and birth date, I could draw them. But I'm going to discuss, because it's so important to understand, and I'm looking at not touching my table. So I can't blame that for freezing. You have an energy field around you that we call an aura. Some people have very large ones and very powerful ones, and some people don't. The reality is, if you're going to be in a crowd, if you're going to be anywhere where there's a lot of people, like the malls, movie theaters that are chock-a-block with people, etc., you need to have your aura quite close to you, maybe maximum 18 inches. I now don't worry too much about it because my aura knows what is to do. If there's other energy around, it knows how to clear it. But most people don't. So very often when you've been in a crowd, you'll feel uncomfortable, discontent, not really sure, knowing why, how, etc. And the key is to recognize the importance of having a clean aura and one that's close to you in crowds. If you're in your home, it doesn't matter. And there's somebody else in the home that upsets you, then you need to know how to clean it out. But so let's first of all take a look at that. It's very simple because we have all the tools with us. First of all, you can close your eyes and stretch out. How far does your feeling sense go? Because that'll be the aura part. How far does it go? Where does it go to? And so that gives you an idea. Now, the key here is that when you bring it in, you want to take it down through your legs, through the bottoms of your feet, into the earth. So it's like you're just bringing this energy field in. You don't want it too close. 18 inches is good. If you need it closer, if you're really in a big, huge crowd and there's a lot of just, some crowds get uptight about things or whatever, you don't really want that going into your system because we're like sponges. We just take it all in if we're not really sure about what's going in. Like I find that if I'm somewhere and all of a sudden I make a shift inside, oh, look, where's my aura? Not something I do a lot now, but I used to because I was sensitive to what's going on outside. So I had to learn all this. So you bring it in and you take it down and put down through your feet. So you ground. So So two things. So let's talk about when we're going to clear it. We're going to put our hands up like we're going to rake it. And we're going to just gently, always when you're working with energy, you go slow. So you rake slowly, and you can put it in a pile or whatever, but you just clear it out slowly through all of you. That's legs, everything. And then you make sure that your aura comes in, goes down your feet into the earth, because the earth takes care of the energy. It's kind of like it gets a nice little, what do you call it? Fertilizer. It's like, here, you can use this. And so if we bring it in, take it down. Now the key is when you're going to go, because I find it's crowds that really disturb. Now I'm just going to, I'm sorry, my mind's going in 20,000 different directions, because when I go into a mall, very often I'll pick up, and I've talked about this before, thought forms about shoplifting or whatever. And so it's like very, very much aware that that's also coming in through the aura. The aura's pick, and then I get, oh, there's a thought form. Let's see, what is that? Who is it? Who's got that thievery thought form? And usually around places where, again, a lot of people, because when people are there, there's too much going on. But jewelry places, makeup places, things like that. I don't hang out around tools, but I'm sure the same thing happens in certain stores with me and in tools. But the key is your energy needs to be fairly close to you when you're in a crowd. If you're home, you can relax it. You can fill the whole place up with your energy if you so wish to. But to be in command of that, and as I said, I've had people who study with me that's had huge auras when we check out how to check an aura. And I know my first little video, which I have to take down, I talked about this, and I may not have talked about this second. This is number 2. Well, I'm going to share that again. What I used to do in my house is I had a hallway,